In the name of God, today I'm going to talk about a topic by the name of Deja vu. Does anyone here know about Deja vu? Mr. David, what Deja vu is?
Deja vu, I think it's something like it's a dream. You have been experienced that before, I think.
Yeah, it's an illusion. Yes. Okay, Deja vu is an illusion or phenomenon that happens to people usually at the adult time, 15 to 25, I think. It's an illusion or a phenomenon that you think you have experienced something twice. For example, I'm gonna sit down there listening to a teacher, so at the same time my brain goes to express something. It says you have seen something like that before at the same time, at the same way that you're seeing it now. So that's what deja vu is. Deja vu, by the way, deja vu is a French word. It means already seen. So who named that, and who was the first one who mentioned that scientific illusion? So it was someone by the name Émile Bohac. It's a French name, by the way. In English, it's pronounced as Émile Bohac. So that person was a philosopher. At the 1878, he came to mention that scientific illusion. So he named a book by Laivenner Des. It was his book that ever since that time it was used by scientists and by scientific books. It's the most useful book ever about these illusions. So deja vu have so many theories about it. Theoretical books, theoretical speech, theoretical lectures by people, by experts. But today I'm gonna get three most sensational theories about deja vu. The first thing is religion. What religion says about deja vu. So, religion is a very important thing in our life. We have to actually see the first thing in religion to prove or to have evidence about something. Actually, what I got about this topic, religion doesn't say anything about deja vu. Because deja vu is not actually something that has been mentioned in religion. But some expert religious people say that deja vu is a dream. For example, when you dream in your dream, your soul comes out of your body and goes around, do things. So your soul may do something that you do it at the other time, but actually they have no evidence or religion of that. So as myself, I don't believe it. But we have to prove it and have evidence what deja vu is in science. There's two very powerful theoretical scientific things about deja vu. The first thing is the neurons. We all have brains, but what does brain function? Brain functions of memory, remembering, focusing, talking, and actually mentioning something that you have to mention at the same time of speaking. But there's something that we call it the long-term neurons and the short-term neurons. So those two neurons have two functions. The long-term neurons do arrive very long things that you do. For example, I am doing something for 11 minutes, so it's a very long-term memory. So my long-term memory of my brain have to actually arrive that information to the long-term memory brain. But we have short-term memory neuron too. Short-term memory neuron is, for example, something happens in a very sudden moment. So my short-term neuron is actually gonna mention that as a very short thing, so he's gonna do it as, he's gonna arrive that to the short-term memory brain. By the way, some of the scientists say that they can actually mistake at their function. How? For example, because there's a lot of load on your head and things going around and you heard of things, so your neurons gonna fire and mistake your informations, and both of them are gonna get the same information at the same time, that in the long term is like the very past thing, and the short term is for now. So they gonna fall in that mistake, and you see it as an illusion that something has been happened twice. And another theoretical scientific thing is your eyes. So we have eyes. Eyes is gonna see things, and by I think it's millions of pathways that eyes is gonna arrive informations from outside to our brain. Well, those pathways are going to get the information, and when it arrives, your neurons are, for example, are going to be late for one information, are going to arrive one information late. So at that time, your eyes is seeing something at that time, but your brain is not getting the thing, so they can fall apart into two situations that you see it as past and present things, and your brain is going to mistake that is that past or not, because the information hasn't arrived. Well, that's the very three theoretical things about deja vu. I think why I bring that deja vu, because deja vu is really unheard of. That's why I brought that today. I hope you all like the topic. Thank you so much.